Welcome to this week's Third Party Thursday. My name is Dana Bowers and I'm the CEO and founder here at VinMinder. Today we're going to be talking about why the news matters. Let's face it, every day there seems like there is a new news coming out about an enforcement action or a data breach. In fact, a recent article suggested that the CFPB was setting policy through enforcement actions rather than through issuing actual guidance. Well, that's an interesting perspective on just how demanding the regulatory environment has become. Cybersecurity has also become an absolute laser focus of late. I'm sure most of you saw the headlines in February when the Obama administration declared that it was requesting additional funding to bolster the nation's cybersecurity systems and named former National Security Advisor Tom Donilon to head up the efforts. Even Congress has gotten in the act. The Committee on Science, Space, and Technology sent a very pointed letter to Janet Yellen on June 3rd about the recently released information about more than 50 data breaches at the Federal Reserve over the period of 2011 to 2015. I'm sure that will only prompt more inspection by the Fed and other regulatory agencies into the practices at their member institutions. Incidentally, if you haven't read that letter, it's pretty direct and reads like an examination request letter. You can easily Google it and find it out there if you're curious. A few weeks ago, you may have seen that the FFIEC, along with other regulators, sent out a warning to all banks following the disclosure of the SWIFT breaches, encouraging all financial institutions to review their data protection procedures. In an article in the CU Insight in June 2016, there was a terrific analysis of all of the ways that a well-managed security program can help counter account takeover fraud. So it's not just about data breaches, but additional fraud management. Remember, you have people out there who are making a career out of trying to breach financial institutions and create ways to steal people's identities. So you've really got to work to stay one step ahead of them. I would suggest that effective cybersecurity goes way beyond documented procedures on preventing unlawful access and needs to also consider the appropriate response mechanisms if something happens. Ransomware, holding your data hostage, your money, or denying access to information is an interesting but really scary new developing threat, and it's not just the financial services industry. Hardly a day should go by without talking to your Chief Information Security Officer or Business Continuity Manager to compare notes, discuss what you're seeing, and see how it could impact you and your data and your customers. In addition, you need to really drill down to think about your third party's own data protection and business continuity practices. The old saying of a chain is only as strong as the weakest link really applies here. If your third party isn't securing its doors, you could have a shared vulnerability. So things like understanding their business continuity plan and asking for results of their penetration testing are perfectly appropriate. Studying their SOC audit report and understanding your role via the complementary user entity controls is essential. Certainly the best time to be asking these types of questions is in a proactive manner to prevent problems in the first place, rather than the costly and time-consuming process of replacing a poorly vetted vendor. I'm Dana, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for next week's Third Party Thursday video.